Всем доброго времени суток. Продолжаем проходить ELEX. Остановились мы на том, что мы нашли нашего грабителя Рэя. Как оказалось, наших вещей при нем уже нет, он их продал. Неизвестно кому. Он это подскажет, если мы решим его проблемы. Нам пришлось отправиться в пустыню Тавр, прибежище изгоев. По пути я приобрел... Не по пути. В истоке приобрел, получается, практичные солнечные очки, которые подсвечивают предметы. Ну вот. Вот он наш Рэй. Сейчас узнаем, почему за его головой охотится.
Hey, man, not a minute too early. The guys up there have already seen me. If we're unlucky, they will have reported me, and we'll have the bounty hunters after us.
You mean you will have bounty hunters after you?
Ah, come on, don't fool around. Those guys don't take prisoners.
What are you planning now?
There's a guy called Wyatt I need to find. That ass bag is the one distributing the contracts on me up there in the fort. I want to find out who paid him. I want you there with me in the background.
I have a better idea. I speak with Wyatt, and you stay in the background.
All right. Okay, that will work. Let's go.
Now?
Let's not fight. We have to do it quickly. I can feel a target on my back even now. If those guys recognize me, we may have trouble, so be careful.
Пошлите в Форт.
Welcome, brave traveler. Though you have walked far and the journey has been hard, you have now arrived in paradise. That'll be 200 shards admission, please.
I assume that payment covers both of us?
It did. Now it doesn't.
Then I suggest we find another way in.
Wait. Okay. 200 for both of you. All right?
Жалко.
Here, 200 shards.
200 shards to enter paradise. Have a day of dreams and remember the man who made it all possible. Me.
Tell me about this place.
Like what? What do you want to know?
What do you think I should know?
Right. Okay, so, where do I begin? Do you know about Baxter? Bloody Baxter? He used to be in charge here. Baxter turned the fort into what it is today. Before that, they were just a bunch of ruins, full of scrap. Place to piss in out of the desert sun. But with a vision, a dream, and just a touch of sadistic, over-the brutal ass-kicking, Baxter turned a piss pot into a gold mine.
So, what happened to Baxter?
The Duke happened. The Duke and his family. The Duke had the muscle, the connections, the firepower. And that sister of his? Nasty. She had the brains. Found the weak spots in the defenses and brought the Duke's men right in here. So Baxter got out. Fuck knows where he is now. Probably dead under a rock. But things aren't too bad under the Duke's leadership, I suppose. Life can be good if you don't cross him or his people.
Tell me about his people.
Well, there's his twin sister, Nasty. She can handle herself, but I get the sense she's bored in here. She looks after planning and things, but she's restless. Oh, and don't try talking to her unless you have something real to say. She can't stand small talk, or people who don't get to the point. The point being shards, or fighting. Then there's his cousin, William. Plays the big man. And there's his favorites, Chloe, Blake, Big Jim, and Mad Bob. Just don't go calling Bob Mad Bob to his face. When you're talking to him, he's the scrap baron. And you know, they all make shards, so we all make shards. And there's talk about plans. Plans to make the fort something big. What with the Alb attacks and the clerics stealing our stuff, I think we're getting ready to show them we shouldn't be fucked with. So, right, there you are. Does that cover it?
Can you buy ELEX here?
ELEX? Only if you want fuel for your next trip. The Doc's the best chemsmith here. He mixes ELEX into all sorts of things. You can jack it and not worry about turning into an Alb. That Doc, he knows what ELEX should really be used for. Freeing your mind. And that Alb converter is gonna help us all find freedom. Woohoo!
You're not afraid of the Alps?
Afraid? Fuck. I'm shit scared of them. I'm not an idiot. I don't want to die. And yeah, other people feel that way too. They stay away from the converter and the ELEX. Those Albs stuff their converter with everything that contains ELEX, right? So they're doing the work for us. They set the machine up, we take the ELEX. We liberate our minds. That's gotta be what the Duke is thinking. Why else would he let them stay there? He'll wait until that ELEX is ready. Then we'll use our explosives to blast their asses back to Zakur.
And the people that end up in the converter don't bother you?
Screw them. Assholes were dumb enough to get caught. Dumbasses.
Так, ну встречают нас не очень гостеприимно.
The Fort of Tabar. I've heard a lot about it. I'm intrigued to see what we find inside.
That shitbag. Wyatt is over there.
Then I will talk to him.
Okay, but be careful.
Поговорю, да. Ага. Говорить-то было бы неплохо. Может, прежде харизму увеличить? Так, где у нас учитель харизмы? Так, его старший торговец. Дай-ка я гляну, что у него за товары там. Здесь он не слишком далеко отошел от лагеря. Куда он вообще делся? Торговец. Вообще в другой стороне. А, нет, все правильно. Я просто на телепорт посмотрел. Шакалы нам не нужны. Как-то он быстро удаляется. Интересно. А, это нет. А, нет, туда я точно не пойду. Какие страшные жуки. Блин, сколько за ним бегать-то буду. Да, он там идет-то. Ладно, фиг с ним. Где там учитель харизмы?
Teach me something.
Sure.
С людьми надо взять. Друг животных так себе. Боевая подготовка увеличивает боевое умение. Стоит взять, думаю. Вот задание. Да. Ну, вот за убийство врагов возьмем. Так, вернемся в форт. Торговец там не появился, нет? Назад идет. Ладно, отметку берем. Надо помочь нашему другу Рэю.
Not now.
Yeah? What do you want?
What do you know about a contract taken out on an outlaw called Ray?
Who did you say?
Ray, from Tavar.
Ah, that guy. Are you here to collect or just get information on the reward?
Let's say I have an interest in making sure nothing happens to him.
That is charming. And is there a part where you tell me what that has to do with me?
They say you are distributing these contracts, and that there's quite a high sum set out on his head.
Hey, don't fool around.
You don't look like you're joking around, huh? Is that bum even paying you anything to come here and make a fool of yourself? But good. I don't want any trouble with you. Say what you want and just get out, okay?
Who told you to distribute these?
You mean I should tell you the name of a person who takes out contracts on someone who upsets them? Can you see why I might say no to that?
How many of these contracts do you have left?
Just one more.
Give it to me.
You know, me giving you this is useless. The other contracts are already out there.
You want me to hurt you, and then you give me the contract?
All right. Take it. For all the good it'll do you.
Tell us who has the rest of these contracts.
Oh, enough. They've been going faster than the offer of free beer.
So, you're not behind this hit. You're just a middleman.
That's me. Missed a transaction. And now we'll get out of here if that's okay. So have a good one.
A contract. Not wanted alive, wanted dead. It's for an outlaw by the name of Ray.
That was well done.
Так. Ну, Ну, Рэй, давай.
Are you still trying to tell me you don't know who is trying to kill you?
What? Yeah, honestly, I really don't know. Why would I go chasing Wyatt otherwise?
The contract taken out on you says to contact W for payment.
W? That could be Wyatt, but no. If Wyatt got the job to put this hit out there, then I know who gave him the contract. Wyatt and I were on the same crew at one time. We were part of Jackson's gang. They were bad times, and the earnings were slim. In the end, I left the group just before they all drifted away looking for better earnings. Wyatt must still be in contact with those guys.
If you knew all of this before, then why did you drag me here?
I didn't know for sure, still don't. And coming here to find out might have got me killed over the wrong idea.
So, how do you think this will play out now?
Listen, I know I owe you. And I know I will only survive this with solid company. So I am going to stick with you until my debt over the armor is paid off, okay? I'll help you. I'll fight alongside you. In return, you help me find Jackson's old boys and collect all the copies of this contract.
You stole my armor and left me for dead. You already owe me.
I know. And I will pay you double what they're worth in return, as well as helping you. What do you say?
Ну да. Хотя бы станет спутником.
I guess it's the best deal I will get from you.
Wow, that even sounds like optimism. And that from an ice block. It seems my brother was right. You really are normal people behind your frozen facade. Okay then, tell me where I should go and I am there.
I have a camp.
Yeah, I already know where you stole your things.
You were watching me?
Hey, I sort of gathered you might be pissed at me. I thought knowing where you were might stop you doing something you'd regret.
I know I'll regret this. You have a brother?
Yeah, Tom. He's all that's left in my family.
Is he as messed up as you?
Oh no, he's much worse. I'm always having to get him out of trouble.
Right. Tell me about these contracts.
Okay, the situation is this. I lost track of the guys from Jackson's gang. I think they were looking for another crew to join. They really needed to make a profit. Out of them all, Mason, Bombi, and Jackson will probably be the hardest to find. What I do know, though, is that Leo stayed in the desert. Tell me when you're ready, and we can go find him.
I saw Mason. He's looking for you.
Is that a fact? Well, I know his weakness. I can probably pay him off with a few shards. If we can find him.
Is everything okay with us?
I don't know. You tell me. I mean, you've not tried to kill me, so that's got to be good, right? We shouldn't hang around here too long. Staying in one place is never a good idea.
И куда теперь отправится Рэй? В мой лагерь? Эх, Форт. Даже вот не знаю, в какую группировку-то вступить. Ладно. Домашние шакалы. Красивое место, пустыня. Но мы отправимся в другое место. Очки дали. Чем учителя по выживанию нету, да? Печально. Харизмы. Готов. Опять нету того, что мне надо. Попробуем дождаться торговца. Ну или пойти ему навстречу хотя бы. Гляну, что у него есть. Тут получается у каждого торговца свой особенный ассортимент, особенно у странствующих. Могут продаваться уникальные вещи, которые у других ты не купишь. Воля к жизни. Парад. Электронный хлам. Инструкция по изготовлению амулета маскировки. Нет, не особо интересует. В принципе, кроме препарата ничего интересного. Так, а Рейч там стоит? Ладно, давай пойдем искать Лео.
Okay, let's find Leo.
He's staying on the coast. I'll show you the way. There it is, Leo's hideout. Only thing is, he's likely to act big if his friends are there. And that might mean they support him.
You mean nobody in there is going to help us?
Yeah, they're the desperate outlaw type in there. The only thing they'll help us out with is... Damn. You know, I thought I had a good one-liner there, but it's gone. We're doing great.
А ты куда дел моего клирика? То есть ты хочешь, чтобы мы туда сунулись? Красавчик. Попробуем договориться. Ага. Ёк-макарёк. Рэй, ты куда меня привел? Воу.
Are we fighting now?
Ну ты, конечно, Рэй, наделал дело.
My brother tried to climb one of these white towers.
Ну хотя бы так.
Tried.
Чудо, блин.
Yeah, he didn't make it.
Сколько их там осталось-то, блин? Теперь. Ты мог сказать, что мы идем сразу воевать? Ладно, посмотрим, что есть в этом прибежище зла. Много всего интересного. Что за ELEX питье? Отлично.
Jesus, the comet hardly left anything standing.
Там какой-то рецепт, по-видимому. Пока вроде сопротивления не встречаем. А, это фотография. Ну, вот рецепт.
No, I'm not good. No, I'm not good enough for that.
Даже взломать не могу.
It seems you're famous all the way out to the coast of Tavar. He'd got a contract on him.
Well, at least you managed to get that one back. It seems whoever's after me has the whole gang looking for me. We still haven't found all the copies of the contract. Yeah, let's hope we find the rest before someone tries to collect on it.
What about your brother? Can't he help you?
At the moment, Tom is... Well, let's say he's not around.
What's the full story?
Complicated. Maybe I'll tell it to you one day.
You're making yourself pretty visible for someone on the run.
Yeah. Well, that's what those guys up in that weird camp were saying.
Weird camp?
Yeah. There is a settlement between Abessa and Edan of... Well, a mixed bag of people. Berserkers, outlaws, wanderers, people trying to get away from the Alps. You should talk to them. They're lost like you, stuck between their past and working out what they want to be. But hey, doesn't that describe us all? I mean, look at me. Some random person wanted me dead.
What else can you remember about Jackson's old crew?
I heard there have been some sightings of Mason in Edan. I'll ask around, see if it's true. If people know where he is. In the meantime, I'll stick with you. Oh yeah, and thanks.
Is everything okay with us?
I don't know, you tell me. I mean, you've not tried to kill me, so that's gotta be good, right? You can be proud. You might not be taking ELEX, but you're still definitely 100% out.
You should go back to Origin.
Yeah, sure.
Рейд покинул группу. Где у меня Фалька-то? Фалька уже здесь. Пошли на поиски Фалька.
Follow me.
Мне он больше нравится. А, кстати, надо сказать, что мы привели
How could he be
троих.
so stupid?
You can't pass up that opportunity.
Yeah, well, they say this.
Может быть, этому надо сказать?
I heard you're one of us now. You've joined our merry gang.
Looks like it.
Okay. Good. We need all the help.
Ray, an outlaw, has agreed to help. He'll be useful, just don't leave anything shiny around when he's near.
As if we didn't have enough crooks in camp already. So just know you're responsible for him and anything he takes. Okay. I would say that's enough fighters to make our camp safe. I mean, any more would be welcome, but you've taken the pressure off us for now. I just hope they can work together. We can do without arguments here. But I suppose we'll find out when the next mutant attack comes.
Teach.
Oh, good.
Вот. Наконец-то нашел. Он как раз учитель по выживанию. Это классная вещь.
Kalan offers salvation, protection for all those who give themselves. This is me, Herbert, broadcasting from the orbit to bring
А, то, что он их показывает. Телепортироваться ты не можешь. Ха-ха-ха. Я похлопаю. Да уж. А что у него там изучил? Забыл. Крепкое здоровье, ну ладно. Хотя бы здоровье.
Follow my example and join with the forces of Ignadon. The threat from the north, the threat of the Alps must be eliminated.
Так, выясним, что нужно нашему спутнику Фальку все-таки.
Tell me more about the materials you need.
Certainly. Every component found is another step towards the liberation of Magalan. At least so I've been told. I don't actually know what these components are supposed to do. But the cleric who told me to come here insists it will change the world.
Do you want to start by telling me what you're doing? What components are you looking for?
Yes, I should tell you the full list. We need a sensor module from the converter, a high-performance CPU of the type the Albs use. My research suggests the best place to locate that would be out in the war zone in Abessa.
It sounds like you're collecting the pieces for a drone.
Maybe. I had thought of that. But we also need Garudium. That's a metal found in the comet crater in Ignadon. A hydraulic joint, the sort found in pre-war machines. I should be able to locate that in the scrap piles near the outlaw forts.
A hydraulic joint?
Yes. A Type 702, if we can get one. But anything of that sort will be adequate. And I'll also need a miniature ELEX battery, the sort the Alps use in their raiders.
And that's the full list?
Yes, you'd better save it to your adjutor.
Tell me about the clerics.
We are the technologically superior of all the cultural and sociological subgroupings on Magalan, apart from the Alps. We believe in Cal-Ern, who we serve in the hope of knowledge and freedom.
Who is Kalan?
Cal-Ern is our god. He is... Well, we have little in the way of real data, but the teachings tell us much.
Teachings?
Yes, he teaches us about the importance of knowledge. But then knowledge always depends on context to have meaning. For instance, let me ask you, have you ever killed anyone?
Убивал ли я людей? Конечно, убивал.
Yes.
And that is morally wrong. I should be sad or angry. I should not wish to talk to you. And yet, I don't know why you killed that person. And I know most people out here have to kill to survive. Thinking is easy. Finding reliable data is the difficult part. Questions should come before decisions.
You're right. Too many people don't think.
Then I have found my role.
About these components you need.
Yes?
I have the sensor module.
Then we are a step closer. The cleric who sent me to do this will be pleased.
So, you're a cleric?
Me? I am a... what's the word? An advocate.
So we'll need to take these components back to Ignadon?
Perhaps. Or to Tavar. It's all very secret. But I can locate the cleric that sent me. When our mission is complete, I can give you the coordinates. But please remember, this is a secret mission. It was a legate from the Fort that sent me, and he is very knowledgeable. It is my honor and my duty to serve him.
Something isn't right about you.
What do you mean?
Most people remember the name of their god.
God? What god?
The god of the clerics.
Oh, yes. In Cal-Ern we trust. All clerics believe in Cal-Ern. You must speak to my legate. I must follow his instructions. He is a cleric legate from the Fort Monastery.
Sure, whatever you say.
That was remarkable.
Jackals. If outlaws were to come back to life as animals, this is what they'd be.
Что ж тебе нужно, Фальк? Далеко ли это все находится? Эликс батарея. Гидравлическая муфта. куда бы нам отправиться? Ну, попробовал тут ELEX батареи достать.
Are you sure this is a good place for us to be?
О, ой-ой, живность. Все, живности нет. А там тролль. Думаю, нам его тревожить не стоит. Обойдем его. Так. Пещера. Ну да, пещера того. Нам что получается пещера? Нет, нам не в пещеру. Там ночной охотник. Откуда вы все беретесь, непонятно. Значит, надо наверх. Нет, нет, вниз нам нельзя, никак вниз нельзя. Может его с лука можно пострелять?
Initiating combat.
Будем считать это успехом. И все. А я-то думал, тут будет клад. Подождем. Глупая затея. как что-то все-таки можно попасть. Подождем. Извините. Это была плохая идея. Ладно. Туда, потом дальше попробую долететь. Да. Мы это сделали. Так, осталось немного. Надеюсь, нас там не ждет злой тролль. Да, все может быть. Опять наверх. Так это же мой глайдер. Я-то думал, что у меня в горы все тащит. Оказывается, нужен был мой глайдер. Так, а может что-нибудь тут еще интересное есть? Полазить есть. Не. Больше нет ничего интересного. Ладно. Дадим ему компонент.
Yes.
I have the miniature ELEX battery.
An example of how ELEX has revolutionized technology. We might not have the resources our ancestors did, but look what the clerics have achieved since.
This is the work of the clerics?
It is Calern's will. Only the clerics believe in science and study. Only the clerics have the capability to fabricate these things. The technology that has been preserved, the technology that has been designed here, Magdalene must thank the clerics for all of it. The clerics are not to blame for the Alps.
You seem pretty certain about that.
Calern's will is to help all through technology. So my legate says. So you will learn when you see him.
Sounds like Kalan has it all planned out.
Ладно, еще одна запчасть у нас получается в зоне досягаемости. Гидравлическая муфта в Форте. Ну что ж, попробуем ее достать. Как сказать, не в такой уж она зоне досягаемости. Она находится в каньоне, где очень много трупов. Мне это не особо нравится. Тут еще шакалов много.
Over there.
Отлично. Интересно, амина работает? Работала. Вот и муфту мы достали.
About these components you need.
Yes.
I found this hydraulic joint. Is this the type you need?
Yes, thank you. An incredible piece of engineering, isn't it? It's stronger and more durable than its organic cousin, but capable of replicating it. To think what Magalang would have become if the comet hadn't hit.
You think the planet would be better?
Oh yes, it would have been very different from today. We lost millions of people in the disaster, and Magalang had a technological infrastructure that is impossible to recreate. But the comet didn't just bring destruction, it also brought ELEX. And it is ELEX that gave those who survived the leap forward in technology that the clerics have driven. Mutants adapted to the new environment through ELEX. We have done the same through technology. We adapt, we survive, we move forward.
If you say so.
That was well done.
Что тут за мужик стоит?
Hey,
Ламер.
hey, can you spare something to eat? A can, something, anything.
No, I don't have anything.
A few shards then. You can spare some shards, right?
Yes.
Thanks. We gotta help each other out here. Do you need my help?
How do you survive out here?
On the gifts from the lords above. They throw out all sorts from the fort, enough to live on. Sometimes food. Sometimes things I can trade with Ryder. He buys things so I can get food. He's a hunter, so sometimes he gives me something he's caught. He's due back soon. Would you check if he has anything for me? I'll get you the shards to pay for it, somehow.
Who is Ryder?
I said, he's a hunter. I trade with him, mostly old chems for meat. Sometimes other garbage he can sell for cash. He hunts out to the south somewhere. I don't know where. I don't go out there anymore.
I'll find Ryder for you.
Thanks. Traveling out in the desert is getting harder for me. Can you take this payment to him and bring me the meat? I'd really appreciate that.
Ну, сходим, поищем охотника. Интересно, как переключать стрельбу? Эх. Понятно. Я не могу попасть в мир. Попал. Классная граната. Отлично. Тут все в минах. Интересно, они как римляне ложат на могилы умерших монеты. Да, пустыня, конечно, не очень доброе место. Так, ладно. Фалька. Сходим к его этому Галагуну, блин. Или как его там?
You bought me the goods. I mean, that's why you're talking to me, right? You have the goods. Where are the goods?
What goods?
Want? Goods! Goods! What the hell is what I want? How am I supposed to T-R-A-D-E?
You're a traitor.
I was. Because you know what a trader needs? Goods!
It does not appear that this trader has lost everything. We should clarify what is in his possession.
What I have left in my possession is not available for sale. If it was, I'd sell it.
You don't have any goods.
No, it was a total fuck-up. The caravan that was bringing them went straight through Ripper country in the middle of breeding season. Guess how that good idea went. The men are dead, but the goods are sitting out there just waiting to be picked up. Unless some outlaw's taken them back to the fort already. Oh, fuck it. This was supposed to be my payday. But if you help...
Not interested.
Fuck!
Так, ладно. Поэтому мы к страдальцу вернемся в следующей серии. Да уж. Ну и место они выбрали. Вулкан. Кто может жить у подножия действующего вулкана? Так себе местечко.
The area here is rather worrisome.
Ну что ж, попробуем перелететь. Успешно. Едем дальше.
Over there. Over there.
Достали. Сохранимся на всякий случай. Господи, боже мой. Ух, что здесь? Может быть, обойти? Как вариант. Вроде бы осталось недалеко, да? Да. Сейчас тут бац, тролль какой-то. Тролля не видно, но вижу кого-то похуже там. Какой-то жук там. С товарищем.
Imagine seeing the impact of the comet with your own eyes.
Imagine being incinerated in a fraction of a second.
No, I think I'd rather imagine seeing the comet hit the planet.
Какое-то жуткое место, в крови все. А, ему нужен был металл. А я-то думал.
About these components you need.
Yes.
I have the Goridium.
An amazing element, isn't it? Another gift from the comet.
Gift?
Like ELEX, Goridium wasn't found here before the comet struck. Now these elements help drive our technology forward.
How do you know ELEX and Goridium weren't here before the comet?
I have studied history and old technology. There are no traces of either element in the records or in the old world machines we salvage. It was the clerics who first began using ELEX. While it is interesting to consider what the world might have been, the true value of knowledge is in what it will help us become.
What do you think of ELEX?
ELEX is a resource. It is only what we do with it that should be judged morally, not the substance itself. I think it's very risky for us to be here.
Да уж. А я-то думал, мы тут встретим как кого-нибудь интересного. Так, ладно. Что у нас там осталось? Еще остался один компонент. южнее Бесси.
Over there.
Hey, you've been out in the wilderness.
Yes.
Well, I'm looking for a guy, and I wonder if you... He's called Ray. He's an out... You haven't met him.
I've met...
Yeah? Well, if you do find Ray, can you let...
So you...
You know about them, do you? Well, yes, I've got one.
I'll pay you for the contract.
You will? Well, all right.
Okay, 1,000 will exit.
Ray is worth that much to you? You obviously don't know that piece of shit that well. But here you go. Here's the contract. I hope he's worth it.
Я даже не знал, что контракт у него. Ну, прямо. Ух ты ж. Откуда здесь мины? Что ж такое? Не, Фалька, нам туда точно не попасть.
Over there.
Фалька. Блин. Гребаные мины. Интересно, а тут есть что-нибудь интересно? Упс. Упс.
You will not get away with that.
Упс, значит, упс. Короче, надо бежать. Чем быстрее мы это сделаем, тем лучше. Сепаратист.
You once possessed great ELEX abilities, didn't you? You're probably a soldier from Zakor, possibly even a commander, but you are now free from ELEX, and from the orders that come from the heart of Zakor. Have you come here to die like the clerics that I just killed? Or are you here to trade?
What can you offer me?
The weapons of my enemies. Never used. Dropped once. Well cleaned. You won't find a drop of their blood on them. I have traveled alone since I left Zakor, and I wish to remain so. Still, if you have information to give me, that would be useful. Information and shards are what an alb needs. Not that either of those things help these clerics.
Tell me about the fight with the clerics.
They are fanatics. They attacked me without question. I was left with no choice but to kill them. Well, I killed two. There are two others nearby who are prolonging their lives by hiding. It's good you aren't one of them. The dangers that we separatists face are increasing every day, and the followers of Kalan offer us nothing but threats. But I have business to conclude before we speak. It seems there are two followers of Kalan nearby who are anxious to see their god in person, and I must send them on their way. Quickly, decide. Will you stand with me in battle?
This is not...
You for if you don't stand with me, that must...
Интересно.
Now the alb is dead. Kalan's will has been carried out. Here, a symbol of his mercy. Now, it is time to take the fight to Zakor. May Kalan guide you.
He ran. That dog really believed he could get away from Separatist or alb. They're all in... And he paid... We're leaving this position as soon as the troop command... If you need something from him, you should speak to him now.
Может быть, лучше загрузить. Как бы что-то я не понял, что я сейчас делаю. Вот на этой доброй ноте, думаю, стоит стоит закончить это видео. Что в следующем видео, наверное, отправимся в Форт.